When I tell some folks that they can turn their words into traffic and cash, they get all stupid on me and start thinking about the possibilities of entertaining lonely men on the $7 a minute phone lines. No, that's not it. That's not what I mean. What I'm talking about is turning your words into traffic by blogging, guest blogging, and getting influential others to contribute guest articles for your site. So let's start with the basics, which is blogging on your own site. If you don't have a blog set up yet, just head over to wordpress.org to download the free files and install them on your site. I'm not going to get into the technical aspects of how to install it, customize, and change the theme, because the WordPress site includes complete instructions. They've got it handled. What I want to focus on is the sweet stuff, like how to use your blog to get more cash-in-hand traffic flowing to your site. Now, one thing we could talk about here is SEO, which is search engine optimization. This is where you research what niche keywords your target market is searching for in the search engines, and then you create content around these keywords. However, that's beyond the scope of this course, and that's because search engine algorithms change. You hear about Google slapping people silly every day. Every update ever has SEOers scrambling to adapt. Trying to keep up with Google's changes is like trying to keep up with the Olympic sprinter Usain Bolt. You'll just be eating his dust. So here's the thing to remember. Search engine algorithms change. People don't. So that's why for this video, we're going to talk about creating content that your visitors will love, as there's a good chance the search engines will like it too. With that in mind, the first thing for you to do is to create content that's worth sharing so that people link to it and send traffic back to your site. In other words, create link bait type content. As you already know, share-worthy content is extraordinarily useful. It's perhaps funny, maybe offensive, maybe inspirational, but it's definitely unique. People tend to link to stuff that matches their worldview, shocks them, or otherwise makes them feel something. This kind of content can take on many forms, and that can include text articles, memes, infographics, cartoons, videos, and so on. Now, there are two things you can do to increase the number of people sharing your content. Now, hey, wait a second. Put down the cattle prod. Put away the taser. There's easier ways to get folks to do what you want. The first is to create a call to action where you specifically tell people to share it. In other words, at the end of the article, video, or other content, you have a line such as, "Give your friends a good laugh by sharing this article," or something like, "Be a hero to your friends by sharing this video." Of course, you can make it easy for people to share by including social media share links right next to the content. You might include Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. The second thing you can do to increase the number of shares for your very best content is to offer your visitors a gift if they share your link on Facebook, Twitter, and/or Google+. The good news is, you don't just have to sit around and manually hand out reports, videos, or other gifts to people who share your content. You can just use an app called Social Share Monkey, which unlocks a gift for those who share, and it happens automatically. Check the resource section on the site for more information about that. Okay? So that's blogging on your own site. Once you have your own blog set up and pulling in some traffic, then you can use the second method for turning words into traffic, which is to get influential others in your niche to contribute content to your blog. One of the easiest ways to do this is to ask influential people in your niche if you can do a short interview with them. This might be an email interview, a video interview, or even a recorded phone interview. For best results, ask your interviewee which format they prefer. The reason this works so well is because when people are interviewed, they often link back to the interview on their blog, sometimes on their social media pages or even in their newsletters. So you get free traffic and free content for your blog, all in one shot. Pretty sweet, huh? Now, when you approach a potential interviewee, focus on the benefits they get from doing the interview. Generally, this is going to include free exposure, a link back to their site, and of course, fresh traffic coming to see their offers. Now, let's look at the third way to turn words into traffic, which is to do guest blogging. Guest blogging is where you contribute content to other people's blogs. Pretty simple. The benefit for you is the byline at the end of your article, which is where you place a 1 or 2 line advertisement that persuades people to click back to your site. This is your chance to siphon hot, targeted traffic from their site to your site. You see, a lot of authors make the mistake of using this byline to talk about themselves. Guess what? I know it sounds harsh, but no one really cares about you. Sure, you like long walks on the beach and cozy nights by the fire, but big deal. Seriously, I'm sorry to tell you, no one really cares. Now, your readers do care about what you can do for them, and that's why your byline should focus on what benefits your readers get if they click your link. Let's suppose you wrote an article about weight loss. Your byline might say something like, "Click here to discover a weird trick for getting rid of belly fat." Now, not only does that present a benefit, it also arouses curiosity as to what the weird trick is. So where do you find these guest blogging opportunities? The first method is to simply search for them in Google or whatever your favorite search engine is. You can search for your main niche keywords like weight loss or organic gardening alongside guest blog related words. Let me give you an example of some of these related phrases. Guest blog, guest blogging, guest articles, guest authors, contribute articles, submit articles, guest blogging opportunities, blogging opportunities. Okay, you get the idea? So if you want to publish on a weight loss blog, you might search for something like weight loss guest blogging or lose weight guest articles, something along those lines. The second method for finding guest blogging opportunities is to directly approach the blog owners. Even if they don't overtly advertise guest blogging opportunities, you can still write to the owner and persuade them to publish your content. Again, the main thing to focus on here are the benefits the blog owner receives by publishing your content, such as they get free content without paying or lifting a finger. If you need to, you might add in some extra perks, such as including their affiliate link in your content or byline, so that they make money from anyone who clicks on those links and purchases a product. All right? Now, there's one more thing before I let you go. If you want to learn more about doing these sorts of joint ventures with other bloggers and marketers, be sure to look up the advanced set of traffic videos on this site. Just check out the resources section before you head over to the next video.